What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Oregon State Dynasty here today. I'm just doing a quick little recruiting segment once again for you guys. They've done so well on this channel, and I think they're really fun. And quite frankly, I'm back at school, so instead of doing a game with recruiting and everything all encompassed into one episode, this is a much better way for me to handle the workload and still give you guys some good content. So we're gonna take a look here. We are coming off the win over Penn State. Just taking a look at the board. Coming into this week, I didn't do recruiting before the game. I wanted to save it for this episode for you guys. If you missed the last episode, we got our first instant commit here. Jonathan Lundy, a 3-star corner, 88 speed, 82 excel. Let's take a look at his numbers here. 67 tackles, 68 hit power, 86 man coverage, 79 zone, 80 press. Block shed 58 as well. This dude is very, very underrated, very, very good. 82 agility as well. I mean, usually when you get instant commits, they're not very good players, but this is a guy I was going to recruit anyways and bring in. So this was just a home run all the way around. I needed a couple corners. We got this one here. He's from Texas. High school football and high school football players in Texas are unbelievable. And this was just a major recruiting get for us. So really happy to have him on the board. So he also had a late offer from UTEP there, had Cincinnati and Oklahoma recruiting him. So, a lot of guys were coming after him. And if you don't know, UTEP is where we came from. So it's kind of cool to be battling against them for prospects. They're going to be on here quite a bit, as you guys are going to see. But that's enough about Jonathan Lundy. We'll talk about him a little bit more as the season goes on. But again, really happy to have him aboard. Looking at the rest of the guys, Mike Waters, our top prospect, top offensive tackle prospect on our board as well. Trailing Penn State for him. We just beat Penn State, so that should help us going forward, on paper. Corey Johnson looking great on him. Kent Brown, we're running away with this guy. I mean, absolutely running away with him. Nobody else is recruiting him. Nobody else has offered him. And same with Corey Johnson here. Both some guys from the West Coast who nobody's going after. I have no idea why. Kent Brown, we just brought in a very good strong safety last year, and if we can add Kent Brown to the fold, we'll probably have one of the best in the country. Chris Anderson, another West Coast product. He's got offers from UCLA and Kansas State, but we're looking real good on him. This has really been the greatest start I've had in a dynasty in terms of recruiting this early in the season. A lot of guys are really feeling us, and it's going well. Josh Harrison as well, number 2 free safety prospect in the country. Look at the offers all up and down the list. You got UNLV, Boise State. I didn't get to see the other ones. There we go. Colorado State, Utah, unbelievable. So if we can bring this guy in, I'll be very happy because we missed out on a very good free safety last year. But moving on, Chris Hall, offer from Penn State. He's a 3-star athlete. Should be a 4-star. He's unbelievable. He's going to be a running back or a slot receiver for us, but we're looking great on him. Derek Whitmore is feeling UTEP. That's what I'm talking about. It's going to be a fun battle with him. He's our second option at D-end, so I'm not going all in on him just yet. Ronald Kenny, liking Cal more than us right now, a little 4-star running back who's very talented. I'm definitely recruiting him. He's probably the second. Chris Hall is our top prospect for running back. He's probably second. We're going to have to beat Cal for his services, and I think if we blow out Cal, we should do that. Ernest Baker, this is a guy I'm going to, get into a little bit more as we go. I also filmed a bye week segment, which I'll release to you guys pretty soon, probably tomorrow, the day after this one. He's a 4-star athlete getting recruited by some very good programs here. Notre Dame is one I know for sure. I was going to see if I was going to the offers page. But, if you look at his stats, he's 90-92. He's an offensive or defensive player. But, I would put him at linebacker or safety. But look at his block shed. 34 block sheds. So that really takes away what you could play him at. And as far as offensive, 90-92 speed, you can't refute that. That's very good. But offensively, 68 catch, that's okay. 59 route running, 17 juke move, 22 elusiveness. I don't know where the hell I would play this guy. Spectacular catch, 56. Catch and try for 57. The only position this guy could play is safety because, he's got good coverage numbers and stuff, good speed, but his block shed's terrible. He's not going to be able to get off blocks and make tackles. So I think I'm going to end up just cutting this dude from my board entirely because literally he cannot play anywhere. He's a 4-star athlete. I really just have no idea why. I don't know what the other programs see in him, but I think we leave him on the board for now. But again, don't just be fooled by the overall and the speed, guys. You got to look closer into this stuff. The block shed is very critical when you're playing safety. Not as much corner, but definitely safety. And could he play corner? No, his coverage isn't good enough. That's right. His coverage is not good enough to play corner. So I really don't know where I'm going to play this dude. I'm honestly just going to stop recruiting him pretty soon. But Cliff Dixon, a guy we definitely can recruit. I think, what are we looking at him for? Corner? Let's see. Got safety as a possibility, receiver as well, and potentially running back. Let me just check my notes real quick, actually, now that I'm on the subject. These athletes are so difficult to project sometimes. Let me take a look at my notes. I keep an entire big board on a Google Doc at who we're recruiting. Let's see. Where are we going? Cliff Dixon. We're recruiting him as either a corner or a slot receiver. So that means, if we bring him in, I can put Chris Hall at running back. So, yeah, I mean, Cliff Dixon's an athlete we're definitely going to recruit. 90 speed, 90 excel. Let's see. He's got good coverage, can tackle pretty well. 46 block shed isn't great, but it's good enough to play corner. He's elusive, good juke. We know these things. Pretty good route runner. You don't need to be that good of a route runner to play slot. Just got to be fast, really. So, yeah, Dixon will play corner most likely, but could also play slot. I have a lot of receivers in this, on this board right now who are more of outside type guys, so we need to bring a slot guy in. He's probably one of those options there, but if not, corner. Continuing, though, Anthony Mitchell, our backup, I'd say backup, but he's very talented. We're going to recruit this guy. I haven't offered him just yet. 3-star from Utah. We got Dwayne Vincent. So this is one of those guys that's an outside receiver, developmental guy, 6'0", 191, just a 3-star. He's very slow, but 6'0" is not terrible size. And we'll take a look at his key stats here. So 81, 77 speed excel. But I mean, what I was looking at him, I was like, all right, I got to cut this dude. He's not very good. But then you look at his receiving stats, 76 catch, 75 spectacular catch, 70 catch in traffic, 75 release, 78 route running. Those are very good numbers. That's what's keeping him on the board. So we're looking to bring him in as an outside receiver. He's too slow to play inside, of course, but we could play basketball with these receivers down the line. Albert Barnes, 3-star center from Michigan, our only center prospect. We need to bring one in, so he's got offers from UTEP, Middle Tennessee. We offered him last week, so we're definitely looking to get on the ground floor with him. We're in the lead, so we're looking good there, and of course he's from Michigan, a place I actually played a lacrosse tournament at, Waverly, which is kind of cool. Ira Freeman, another Michigan recruit, the only tight end on our board. He's a bust prospect, but I think he's good enough to play for our school. Glenn Clark, 3-star wideout. What's his, I think he's 6'3". Yeah, he's 6'3". So this is another outside receiver type. 89 speed, 80 acceleration, 71 catch, 79 route running, 73 spectacular, 62 in traffic, which doesn't matter as much if you're outside. But he's from Florida. Another jump ball receiver who's, very underrated and definitely someone that could fit in our offense because we don't really have jump ball receivers on the team right now. Simeon Johnson, a solid 3-star guard. Hopefully we can get him, fill a need. Ron Brown, let's take a look at him. We got some running backs on here that are kind of just some tweeners, you know what I mean? 85 speed, 79 acceleration, 67 break tackles, 73 trucking, 81 spin move. Pretty elusive, pretty good juke move. So he's solid. He's just a solid player. I don't really have any of the top prospects on here in terms of running backs. I don't really need them because we're pretty stacked in the room right now with, McConnell and Bryant. But, I got to bring some guys in for depth. Marcus Frederick, a solid, strong safety. He's our backup recruit. I have Kent Brown up there, and I brought in Hemphill last season. So I'm only going to bring in one most likely. If I have an open spot, I'll bring him in for some depth. He's solid. He's not terrible, but I have a better player already up there. Ed Weber, another corner prospect. So that's 3 corner prospects on the board we have. I still need one more, so wouldn't mind bringing him in. He's solid. 89 speed, 87 excel, 53 tackles, 66 hit power. That's good for a corner. 75 man coverage, 76 zone, 76 press. He definitely needs a year to redshirt and develop, but, that's fine. We have we're pretty deep in the corner room. Jacob Cruz, another running back. We'll take a look at these guys. I think I'm most intrigued by Brian Mark and Dane Williams. So let's take a look at Mark first. He's a 4-star athlete, actually, but he's 66 overall, 87 speed, 88 acceleration, 81 throw power, 72 throw accuracy. So I'm recruiting him as a QB, just strictly as a dual threat quarterback. He could play in other spots, but I don't need him to play in those other spots, and I think he's best suited to play quarterback. 6'1", 199, not great size, but the throw power, the accuracy, the speed, great combinations. He could also play, looks like, safety, potentially some kind of a flex linebacker, but I want to bring him in as a quarterback. He's going to be our quarterback for this class. He fits our offense so well. So, yeah, we're going to bring him in, another underrated guy. Dane Williams, 6'2", 220 from New York. And he's so underrated. It's unbelievable. I can't believe he's 66 overall. 92 speed, 81 acceleration. He's a very good blocker. 53, 56, 64. Comes with the size, I'm sure. 84 elusiveness, 73 juke move. That's not bad at all. That's respectable. It's only going to get better as he, develops. This guy is the worst guy on our recruiting board, but probably one of the guys I want the most. He is so good. And that's why we're going cross country to bring him in. But I don't have the points I can dump on him completely yet. I offered him a scholarship, didn't get the instant commit. I think because we're in second anyways. But yes, need to get on the ground floor with him, so we offered him a scholarship. Steve Lewis, 6'2", 199. Let's take a look at him. He's from California. 89 speed, 81 excel, pretty good catching. So he's actually not that great, but he's faster, so he can still be an outside receiver who's also a little fast. So we'll bring him in. He definitely needs to develop, but he could be something special. 6'2", that's not bad at all. David Falk, offensive tackle from Mississippi, 3-star. Yep, so just a depth filler. He's pretty good, and he can develop, sit on the bench, sit behind guys, and eventually play for us. Jacob Cruz, 3-star running back, 88 speed, 82 excel, almost identical to somebody else on the board. I can't think of who. One of the athletes, maybe. But pretty solid. 75 juke, 71 elusive. Not great. Out of all the running backs on the board, I think he's probably the worst, but he's not even that bad. Like, I wouldn't mind bringing this guy in, especially since we have 20 open roster spots. Well, now 19 with Lundy off the table, but I wouldn't mind bringing him in. So really the point is I'm looking for developmental guys who will sit on the bench but become very good in the coming years. And this is how I recruit. If you know me, this is how I like to play it. I like to bring in the under-the-radar guys, develop them, make them into something special. It's always pretty fun and rewarding. But yeah, let's take a look at Falk. Let's offer him a scholarship. Oh my God, we got David Falk to jump on board, baby. I think he was we only had 2 offensive tackles on the recruiting board. Falk was the second. I said, you know what? Screw it. I need offensive tackle. I'm going to go after Waters still. Let's offer him a scholarship. Let's see if he wants to jump on board. And he does. David Falk, instant commit, number 48 offensive tackle, 6'1", 278 from Mississippi. That's freaking awesome, man. 76, 72, and what was his impact blocking? 68. Pretty good. Only offer was from us. He may catch one next week. That happened with Lundy where he got an offer the same week that we did and he committed. That's a nice pickup, our second of the recruiting cycle. So now we have 18 spots left, and he fills a need at offensive tackle. And, of course, like I said, we got Mike Waters on there as well, the top guy on our boards. That's a nice second time in a row we've got an instant commit. So, hit that like button, guys. I know I'm going to keep doing these, but if I get 5 likes every time I make these videos, I'll keep making them for sure. You should be enjoying it, though, because that's the second time we've got an instant commit live here. So that's awesome. Taking a look at Lundy. On his key stats, he runs a 4.46 40. That's very good. Pretty good squat and bench numbers as well. 595 nationally. Offer from UTEP, like I said. Taking a look at his skills here. 86, 79, 80. Very good coverage stats. Good tackling stats, too. I mean, this guy tackles like a safety, but he plays corner. He's going to be a boss, guys. I'm telling you. Like a Michael Ewing type corner. Even better, though. And let's take a look at the other guy, Falk, as well. 931 nationally, 5'2", 40. Not that it matters. 76, 72, 68, 83 strength. Biggest polls were Coach Prestige, championship contender, and the program tradition. So that's awesome. We've had some success in Mississippi recently for whatever reason. But, sometimes we tap into like Alabama and that region if, we want to. We got a Florida guy on the board, New York. We kind of go national, but I like to keep it West Coast as well because, you don't just specifically recruit one region. I like to also go to the other states and get the underrated dudes like we talked about Brian Mark and the other guys. But that's the end of this episode. We're going to a bye week next week, so I'll release a bye week recruiting video next after this one. Once again, though, hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this content. I like doing these recruiting videos. We got another instant commit, and I'll keep doing them if we get that like goal. Next game is going to be against Army, and that one will be coming soon. But in the meantime, go hit up the other content, live life to the fullest, and leave your boy a subscribe. All right, deuces.